everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Meme or Dream, the series where we take the memeiest looking, jankiest looking of the list that Wizards publishes from Arena each week, under the claim that they got 6 wins in a row in best of 3 at Platinum or better rank, and we run it through its paces and try to figure out, could the deck really have gotten 6 wins in a row? Could it actually be a dream hiding behind its janky exterior, or is it just a meme and it's as bad as it looks? And this week, we have what has become, I guess, I don't know, a classic archetype on Meme or Dream, I would say, which is a deck that apparently got 6 wins in a row in best of 3, but doesn't have a sideboard. I know there's one card in the sideboard. I added that just so we would actually have the sideboarding screen while we're playing. We're not going to bring it in. So this is another no sideboard list. In this deck, I don't know exactly what to call it. I'm calling it like Colorless Izzet, I guess. It's a Forsaken Monument deck. And apart from having Locthwain Gargoyle, which is another pretty good sign that you're a Meme or Dream deck, like if you got Locthwain Gargoyle in your deck, something janky is going on. Because Locthwain Gargoyle isn't typically something that sees play in competitive decks. But what this looks like to be is someone started building a colorless Forsaken Monument deck and realized as they were building it, oh no, I only have 2 Solibs. Oh no, I only have 1 Mechagodzilla. Oh no, I only have 1 Mazemind Tome. And realized they just didn't have enough colorless cards in their collection to build a fully colorless deck. As a result, they're like, oh, what do we do? I still want to play this deck. I know, let's throw in some Emeries and Negates and add, a few islands. It'll work out. Throw in some Spike Field Hazard, some Cinderclasms, a little bit of red. Just throw that stuff in there and it'll be fine. It'll be good. We don't have the wild cards to get the rest of our Solibs, the rest of our Sky Scanners. So we'll just run it like this and trust it'll work out. And I don't know, apparently it did. Apparently, it got 6 wins in a row. The one thing I will say about this deck is it is an Ugin deck. And if there's one thing we know about Ugin is your deck can be really, really bad. And if you stick at Ugin, there's a good chance you're going to win the game. Like, seriously, you could probably play 56 lands in Ugin, and you would win some amount of games with that deck, where you just draw the Ugin at the right time, wrath the board, your opponent can't deal with Ugin, and then it wins. So I can see, even just looking at it, without having played a game with the deck, how the deck could theoretically win, which is play it Ugin. The rest of the deck, though, I don't know, Myriad Construct, I guess we're targeting it with Spike Field Hazard. I love that we have 2 Throne of Makindis, even though we only have these Myriad Constructs as creatures with kicker, or anything with kicker. I guess technically Cinderclasm is a kicker card, but you know what I'm saying. A little bit scattered, a little discombobulated, some very strange numbers. 1 Stonecoil, 1 Mazemind Stone. Some of the best colorless cards are 1-ofs when you would assume they would be 4-ofs, but anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to take Colorless Izzet pile of Magic cards into some matches and see, is it a meme? Is it a dream? Let's jump into our games and find out. All right, on to match 1, Meme or Dream, Colorless Izzet Locthwain Gargoyle Tribal, one of everything. Cross your fingers, pray real hard to the Magic Gods. DEC? DEC? Is it DEC or DK for .deck? Whatever. All right, we get to play first, which I was going to say is a good thing, but maybe not now that we're mulliganing. Okay. I mean, I guess we keep this. So one concern about this deck is we have a lot of colored cards, but we don't necessarily have a lot of colored mana to go with them, which we'll see how punishing that is. I guess Solemn can save us, but 4 is for our opponent. And Lovestruck Beast, everyone's favorite. Well, Crawling Barrens go, so, got no attacks. So doing nothing for the moment until we find either 2 more colorless lands for Solemn or just colored mana. Tap land for our opponent and more Lovestruck Beast. Well, charge it up. Who knows? Maybe we'll kick this construct. Opponent. Well, alright, that's technically colored mana. Pass the turn. Alright, we're making progress. Spikefield Cave is not a bad draw. We can keep charging up our throne here. Land for our opponent. Lovestruck Beast. I mean, we can kill the first Lovestruck Beast. Trail of Crumbs. Alright, well. Charge it up. Come on, land! Land to get down Solemn to get a blue source would be spectacular. Oh, no, 3. That is a lot of Lovestruck Beasts. That is many, many Lovestruck Beasts. How do you beat Lovestruck Beastron? Well, that's good. So we get to Solemn, which will get us a island, thankfully. Okay, we're getting there-ish. Definitely worried about the Great Henge. I don't know what we do if our opponent can Great Henge. Opponent going to Wicked Wolf and kill our stuff. Sure. Now we get to draw a Radiant Fountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess we could kick this construct. Opponent hits us 17. So if we kick this, it'll be a 7/7. That if it gets targeted, makes 7 1/1s. Yeah, alright. Gain a bit of life, and I guess we just do that. A 7/7 seems fine. Yeah, kick it. Well, throw to McKinney after questioning it during the deck tag. It's already kind of doing work. We would not have been able to kick it this turn if we didn't. And it does block Lovestruck Beast and even these Wicked Wolves. No attacks. Sure. About it. Untaps. Oh, God. Thrashy McGee. Yeah. Well, that makes that plan a tiny bit worse, I would say. Opponent goes attacking, hits us. Well, we will block. I guess if there's good news, it's that our opponent has not managed to stick a Great Henge yet, which is something. Ooh, we would like this Emery to live. I'm gonna play Labyrinth, pass the turn. Alright, survive Emery to let us get some graveyard value. We have a few good things to recast. Castle Garenbrag. Yup. Lovestruck Beast number 1. Yup. About it. Gets and hits us. Sure. Yeah, we're going to leave up our mana. We really want this Emery to live. So we want to be able to fizzle a fight spell. Let's charge up Crawling Barrens. Untap. Emery for Solemn. Play it. Get a land. Well, who knows? Maybe we can use the Solemn to stabilize. Definitely worried about just the massive power our opponent has, though. They have just so many big things in hand. Well, Bonder's Enclave. Yeah. Who can we overcome all the bigness? Like Lovestruck Beast Tron, that is, for standard, a pretty legit Tron. About it. Untaps. Another Castle Garenbrag. Oh, goody. The Great Henge. Well, okay. We're not dead yet, though. This is bad. This does mean our opponent's going to get even more huge Lovestruck Beasts. Yeah. Opponent. Combat. Attacks. I think we're playing for Ugin. Like, I think that's what we need here. Block with Solemn, draw a card. I think we just keep Solemning until we find Ugin, hopefully. Still doesn't get rid of Great Henge, but it gets rid of the rest of it. Ugin, Soul Guide Lantern. Well, charge. Alright, Ugin. We need an Ugin. Unknown Shores. Well, Emery gets back Myriad Construct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kick it. play Soul Guide Lantern. Exile Thrashy. Still not sure this is going to be enough. Opponent's going to draw so many cards. Grand is just ridiculous. It is such a ridiculous card. Alright. Okay. Maybe our sideboard will save us. Lovestruck Beast draws a card. Gets a 6/6. I'm not even like 1,000% sure that Ugin wins us the game. Which is kind of scary. Kogla. Okay. Also big enough that we can't Soul Sear it. Draws a card. Oh boy. Alright, this is heading in a negative direction, I would say. Alright. Death to Emery. Opponent goes combat. No attacks. Well, draw a card. Gotta be Ugin. We're to the Ugin or bust part of this game. And Ugin isn't even a guaranteed win. I draw a card. Cinderclasm. That does do something. I'll charge this up. Killing the 1/1s does mean Lovestruck Beast can't really attack Unknown Shores. Well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, let's just wait. Was thinking about Bonder's Enclaving, but I think we just gotta leave our mana up for now. Alright, pass the turn. Opponent taps. Gilded Goose draws a card. This Kogla is definitely an issue, because the Kogla gets to blow our stuff up. Ugh. Feasting Troll King. Us is not going super well. Food, card draw, Which is Oven. So Ugin doesn't beat Troll King now. Alright. Well, let's Cinderclasm. Kill the X1s. To stop the Lovestruck Beasts. Opponent attacks. Well, we are going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. Ugin, cha-cha-cha. Alright, there's Ugin. Actually, does this, what kind of tokens does this make? Colorless? It does. Alright, so we will Soul Sear to get our tokens. Nine 1/1s. Fizzlecogla. Chump. Drop to 5. Carry added, draws a card. Oh. I wish this cost a little less mana so we could Ugin it. That would make things so much easier. Well, there's our one Mazemind's Tome. I'll play Ugin.
Always consider the
-6 Ugin. Yeah, so opponent gets to save the Troll King. And they still have the Great Henge, which is really bad. That's the problem card. But you're at the board. We play Unknown Shores. We play Mazemind still. We hit ya. I mean, colorless things with Ugin's kind of sweet. Pass the turn. The problem is our opponent just gets to rebuild with the Great Henge. That is the real issue. Without the Great Henge, I think we'd be favored to win from here. But with the Great Henge out, you never feel favored when your opponent has a Great Henge in a deck full of creatures. That's a big issue. Trail of Grubs. Opponent's going to draw many cards if they choose to. I mean, I guess they're drawing many cards in many ways. Guild a Goose. Draws a card, makes a food that draws a card. Has there ever been a mono green deck better at drawing cards than mono green food? There might not be. This might be the best card advantage mono green deck in the history of Magic the Gathering. Yeah. Opponent fights, draws a card. Wow, we're going to Ugin and then still just lose the next turn, I think. We have to just keep chaining Ugins to have any chance, I guess. That's asking a lot. That's asking a lot. Oh, well, at least we get to sideboard. Oh, Mega Godzilla, save us. I'll play the land. Play. Actually, maybe we draw first. Let's just draw. Let's draw a card. Crushy. Play Mechagodzilla. Shoot down Gilded Goose. Opponent doesn't even bother to sack it for food. All right, well. Pass the turn. Come on, flip into something good. What do we get? Sneaky Reach. All right. Well, Sneaky Reach isn't that good. I mean, we are sort of staying alive thanks to this Labyrinth. Boot it. Plays a land, goes combat. Attacks. Well, we will Labyrinth. Troll King. Jump Wicked Wolf. That Myriad Construct is actually pretty legit. Like, the making 9/1/1s that survive Ugin is the only thing that's really keeping us in this game. Mammoth. Draws a card. Oh, we need our one Shredded Sails to get rid of this Great Henge. Opponent. Mammoth number 2. Oh, another Troll King. All right, this is getting worse. Jeez, so many threats. Yeah. That's a big board. Well. Well, let's stomp our opponent. Untap. Soul Seer. I guess that technically lets us kill a Troll King. Now, let's start by drawing a card. Play the land. Do we even want to kill Troll King? What's our game plan here? Ugin. Hit a Troll King.
Do not ignore.
Soul Sear the Troll King. We're fighting and clawing. Yeah, but it sacks it. Even more food. I mean, if we can stay alive long enough, maybe we can mill our opponent out. Bone Crusher. Pass the turd. Come on, good counter, good counter. What do we get now? Oh, +1/+1. That's okay. I'll pass the turn. So, I mean, so our plan is chump block aggressively. Next turn, we can negative Ugin potentially to sweep away some more creatures. We're just trying to hold on. Opponent has 29. Oh, it's so many cards. Opponent, gonna draw a bunch more cards. Sure, why not? Get some Bonder's Enclave. That does tap their Wicked Wolf. Opponent just does not have enough. What is their hand? A bunch of Great Henges? Not sure why they Wicked Wolfed instead of just getting back Troll King and drawing that way, but opponent, combat. Attacks. Now we will block, and then Labyrinth the Troll King. Staying alive somehow. Our opponents just like fully went off, but they're not able to kill us because of that Myriad construct. Oh no, that has trap. Oh my goodness, never mind. Wait, why did that? What happened? This doesn't have trample. How did our... What am I missing? Why did our Ugin die? I'm so confused. Huh? What? Is it a... Am I missing something? Huh. Well, we draw an 8. What? What am I missing? Okay. I don't know what happened there. Well, let's draw a card. I think we have to hit another Ugin right now. Gain a bit of life. Solemn. Well. Enclave. Draw a card. Ugin. Oh! Praise the magic gods! Ugin.
Unutilized knowledge.
-6. We refuse to go away. We will not quit. No early concessions here. Sweep the board again. Opponent gets to save the Troll Kings again, which is crazy. But, yes, we kill everything but the Troll Kings. We gotta do it again. I'll smack you a bit. Opponent down to 12. Is there a way we jank them out? Is it possible? I mean, I guess they're just gonna massively rebuild their board again. I still don't know why that first Ugin died. I really don't. I don't know, do we miss blocking something? I really don't know. Opponent, Troll King again. They return. Draws a card. Kill the goose. 19 cards in our opponent's deck. That is not a super high number. Unfortunately, we're facing down 2 Troll Kings that never go away because of this witch's oven. Opponent fights, sack some food. Sack some more food. Vivian, more card draw. It never ends. Beast, sure.
We will adapt to any threat.
Opponent passes. Negate. Negate's not a helpful card. Yeah, I think this finally is going to be the end of us. So we can play Solemn. The problem is we can only stop one Troll King. These Witches Ovens have been great for our opponent. To get their Troll Kings to never die. Yeah, pass the turn. No decks. About it. Yeah, Forest and Beast. Yeah, I think they just got us now. Go to combat. Everything at Ugin. I think we block with Solemn just to try to draw an Ugin. I guess. So Ugin dies. We draw a card. We have not had any Forsaken Monuments either, which is not great for us. Yes, we'll draw a card. Bone Crusher. Gilded Goose. Well, the Grey Edge is just a messed up Magic card. It is really messed up. Well, we will Crawling Barrens. And Crawling Barrens. And untap. And Ugin, please. Opponent, get discard to hand size. Ugh. Now we draw Forsaken Monument. It's just way, way, way late. I'll play Forsaken Monument. Maybe we need to keep one red. Bone Crusher's not going to do anything, really. Yeah, I guess we still should. Alright, so. Forsaken Monument. Bone Crusher. Enclave, draw a card. Amulet. Sack it. Yeah. Well, go dig it. Get a mountain. Play it. Pass the turn. I mean, our dorks are 3/3s now. I will say, Myriad Construct did seem sweet. What if we attack? Block, 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 block. They have Crawling Barrens. All right, no attacks. We're going to need to find another Myriad Construct, too. That is also on the list of cards that we really need to hit. And we're very much running out of time. Opponent, Crawling Barrens. And Crawling Barrens. And Crawling Barrens. Do we want to kill it? Do we care? We can't stop this. Well, yeah, I guess we kill it. Get rid of the Crawling Barrens. Sure, opponent sacks it gets food. I mean, they have so much food, it almost doesn't matter at this point. They have so much food in card draw that we just can't really do anything about it. Opponent's drawn there. I mean, if there's good news, it's our opponent has played quite literally through their entire deck. I guess we've gotten pretty deep too. But our opponent is just actually. How do we only have 21 cards left? There's no way we've drawn anywhere near as many cards as our opponent. They've drawn a card every creature for like a million years and gotten food card draw. All right, opponent goes combat. Attacks, 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 attacks. Well, Labyrinth. And 8, 9, 10. No, block, block, block. Kill the Droll Gig. Sort of, kind of, temporarily. I mean, I guess at some point our opponent's going to have to stop playing creatures or they're going to mill out. They're not there yet, but 13 cards is not a ton. Going down to 12 cards. I guess our opponent's also at some amount of risk of timing out. This is strange. Troll King number 40. Well, we need our last Ugin. Opponent, 10 cards. Oh, Myriad Construct, but we can't target it. No, that would have given us hope. Okay, so in that case, we will draw a card. We need a way to target our construct. Oh, that works. Okay, that does work. So, what does this say? Whenever you tap a permanent for colorless, add colorless. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kick the construct. Overtap. Gain some life. And pass the turn. Okay. We might have the tiniest bit of hope. If we win this, it would be absurd. This would be such an amazing win. 10 cards. 10 cards. I mean, the upside is we can kill our own construct to make 13 3/3s. That's a lot of power and toughness. So that's what we really want to do, is hope that our opponent taps down or out, that we can stay alive, end step, make the 3/3s, and maybe Alpha Strike. About it. I mean, hitting another Ugin would also be super helpful. The last Ugin to sweep the board would let us win. Opponent goes combat. Well, let's see how they attack. Everything. Well, we will. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, let's Labyrinth the Troll King. Block a Troll King. Block a Troll King. Block Wicked Wolf. Bonus axe. Alright. I mean, our opponent's going to have to stop getting back Troll Kings or they're going to die. We go to 5. I mean, I guess losing to actual Gilded Goose is a concern. We might wait another turn. We'll have to see. Troll King returns. Opponent draws. Troll King returns. I mean, if we can stall out a few more turns, we're going to actually mill this deck out. Wow, Troll King 4. We could also find our last Ugin. Opponent draws. All right, I don't think we're going to get rid of our Myriad Construct yet. I think we're going to wait. Opponent passes. Well, grow Crawling Barrens. Untap. Six cards. We draw nothing. All right, step 1. Draw with Bonder's Enclave. Play Emery. Mill some cards. Play a mountain. Pass the turn. Oh, no attacks. This has been the most ridiculous game. Opponent. Land. Combat. Huge attack. Well, let's... Spike Field Hazard, Construct, sack it. 13 1/1s. Crawling Barrens. As a 12/12. Block. 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 Oh boy. So many arrows. Block, block, block. 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 Oh! How? Wow. That has to be one of the literal least likely wins that I can envision happening. I don't get it. I mean, yes, we did Ugin a couple times, but the real secret was Myriad Construct. Those 2 Myriad Constructs that we killed, those were the reason that we were able to stay in this game. And that was apparently good enough. And we turned our opponent's Great Hench against them by forcing them to mill out. That is mind-blowing that worked out. I will say Labyrinth seems sweet. I'm not 100% sure about our colorless land package. When we have the option of maybe more Labyrinths, for example. But, yeah, all right. Let's do that again. Maybe a little bit quicker and easier. I would rather not have to mill our opponent out with this deck. That seems like a long shot, but We're up a game. Somehow we were up a game. After our opponent just, like, literally went off. That was not a case of our opponent having a bad draw. Our opponent did everything that game. Like, that was... They had 3 Lovestruck Beasts in hand. That was a Lovestruck Beast Tron game. 3 Lovestruck Beasts in hand. They got the Great Henge down early. And somehow our deck was able to overcome, which is almost mind-blowing. Like, seriously. That seems so incredibly unlikely. Now pass the turn. Force our opponent. Floral Hedron. I'll gain some life. Play Emery. Unfortunately, opponents hit Wicked Wolf mana, which is not great. We mill a Sky Scanner. Alright. I guess that's something. Pass the turn. Alright, no Wicked Wolves, please. We'd like this Emery to live. Opponent. Mammoth. Alright, so not a Wicked Wolf, at least. I guess we should get some value while we can. Let's Radiant Fountain, Emery Sky Scanner, play it, draw a card, and, well, pass the turn. We need the Forsaken Monument. That's what we'd like to find most of all. Like, by far. Opponent goes Mammoth, gets and hits us. Alright, no Great Henge, please. We block. Still not sure why our Ugin died last game, that one turn. Thrashing Brontodon. What is our plan? Well, Emery Sky Scanner. Replay it, draw a card. Ooh, there's Monument. Well, Crawling Barreds. Stonecoil. Pass the turn. Well, somehow we're not dead yet. Opponent taps. Land. It's a lot of mana. Are we getting Troll Kinged already? Opponent, big attack. Well, we block. Drop to 21. Go to Goose, Hong Kong. So if we run out Forsaken Monument, our opponent's almost certainly going to kill it. But then I guess that does get Thrashy off the board. We could also just keep trying to ramp. Yeah, let's... Alright, let's do this. Let's Amulet. Get a mountain. Play Throne of McKindy. Solemn. Get a mountain. Can't cast anything with Emery. Yeah, I guess we didn't have to sack that Amulet, did we? Alright, pass the... I don't know why I was thinking we could do that and then replay our Amulet, but we definitely can't. Well, pass the turn. Thankfully, we've dodged Great Henge so far. Land for our opponent. Grows the Mammoth. Attacks. Well, we will block and block. Our deck seems pretty good at jump blocking. I will give it that. We've been jump blocking for days with this deck. Solemn. Gives us... Crawling Barrens. Well, one. Actually, we got to do this first, I think. So, Emery. Solemn. One. 2, 3, 4, 5. Also mountain. You know what? Let's play Crawling Barrens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forsaken Monument. I mean, we're at 21 still. This is kind of somehow against all odds working. We are just grinding out in the weirdest way. And at this point, without a Great Henge down, if we ever just find Ugin, Ugin probably is just game. I mean, our opponent can kill this, but we're going to get to play the Solemn before they do. Are we going to win this? Is that where this is headed? Solemn. Up to 23. Get a land. Pass the turn. And I actually, strangely like where we're at now. Our opponent's hand this game is much less scary than it was last game. All right, there goes Thrashy. We have another monument in hand. Plus, we have this Emery to recast it from the graveyard if we want to. About it. All right, there's the henge. So our opponent found it. Ooh, another Thrashy. Yeah. All right, that's bad. I do wish we had more sideboard cards. Opponent gets in. We attack. Draw a card. Ugin. We need an Ugin. Ooh, our last land. That's awkward. That makes this Solemn loop a little worse. Opponent passes. Well, we will Emery. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can... So I think we play the land. I think we play the monument from hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So monument number 2. Emery for Stonecoil. Make some mana. Stonecoil, X5. Gain some life. Mechagodzilla. Gain some life. Hexproof? Menace. I'll pass the turn. Opponent. Yeah, Mammoth. Blows up Forsaken Monument again. Never ending. I guess it's kind of been a good removal spell. Kogla. Well, little does our opponent know we have another one. Although our opponent is kind of going off now. Now they have the Great Henge going, so that's bad news. Opponent. Passes. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Forsaken Monument. Play Emery. Oh, we need to find Ugins and Myriad Constructs. I think we're going to try to hold on to this Bone Crusher. The problem is this Kogla gets to fight things when it attacks, which is really awkward. Oh, don't mill our Ugins. Don't mill our Ugins. Ugh. One Ugin milled. Now playing the land pass, the turd. Spin into reach. We're really good at getting reach. No, yeah, we will pass. Opponent makes some food. Yeah, Kogla's really good too against us. Just blowing up all of our stuff. Opponent untaps. Wicked Wolf. Oh boy. Alright. Not a huge fan of where we're at now. Fights our Emery, draws a card. Yeah, I mean, once the Great Henge gets going, life becomes very hard. Now Kogla gets to attack and kill our Forsaken Monument. Opponent goes combat. Attacks. Well, that's Crawling Barrens. Kill Kogla. Oh, this is still not a good place to be, though. Come on, deck. Give us a good draw. Boy, so much artifact destruction. Card draw for our opponent. Diggle for Hedron. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Okay. Now what? Play an island. Yeah, I guess we just gotta pass and try to use our lands? Ugh. Yeah, our lands aren't that great. Opponent gonna make a food. I mean, we're kind of doing what we did last game, trying to stall out until we find Myriad Construct or Ugin. Those are the cards that can stabilize us. The issue is our opponent is just going off with Great Henge again, and with their lands. Scavenging Ooze. Draws a card. Combat, opponent. Attacks. Well, we will. Crawling Barrens. And block. And Crawling Barrens. Alright, save us Crawling Barrens. Down to 18. Opponent passes. Negate. Well, Unknown Shores. Go. Negate would be good if we could use it to get rid of the Great Henge. I think our opponent's actually worried about time. This could actually be a match somehow that ends up going to time, which is crazy. Because remember, even if our opponent beats us, there's still got to be a game 3. Opponent's got to beat us twice. And this game isn't over yet, so they got to win a whole third game in under 5 minutes. This has been one of the longest arena matches I've ever played. We're going on an hour of Meme or Dream, and it's one match. Opponent, combat. Big attack. Sort of. Wow, no attacks? Okay, well, Crawling Barrens. Crawling Barrens. Crawling Barrens. Now, these Crawling Barrens are keeping us alive-ish. Spike Field Hazard. Well, Island. Go. Oh, opponent. So now we have two 8/8 blockers. These Crawling Barrens are actually super. Maybe this deck is better than I think, even without the side. Like, this is kind of somehow going toe-to-toe with the Great Henge and not losing, which a lot of real decks we have played that are not Meme or Dream decks are not able to do. This is a surprising one. Opponent, yeah. Eating stuff. Mostly their clock is what they're really eating. Like, sure, you can exile their whole graveyard. You got 3 minutes and 50 seconds to win this game and a game 3. I do not know about the wisdom of this. Like, I get it if you're going to eat creatures and try to grow the ooze and win, but I feel like just eating random stuff, like Forsaken Monuments, maybe our opponent's given up. Like, this is eating almost a minute off of their clock for basically no value. I guess it stops Emery if we draw an Emery, but that's such a little thing for the amount of time our opponent's wasting here. Yeah, grows the ooze. We're going to win this. I actually think we're going to win this now. Might be a one match memer dream, because this match is literally the longest I've ever played on Arena. Or at least very close to it. Souls here, down. Yeah. Ugin, down. I think our opponent really did use an entire minute off their clock doing this. Probably not the best idea. Sure. Well, the good news for our opponent is they finally ran out of mana, so they're going to be forced to stop wasting their clock. Just, they got to get that 5th food in there. I mean, this does kind of highlight something to keep in mind on Arena and Magic Online. When the clock becomes an issue, you got to change your math for the matchup. Ooh, that's not great. I think we have to counter that, actually. Naming Crawling Barrens would be really bad for us. Trail of Crumbs, sure, more triggers. But if you get in a situation where clock is the most important thing, think through if your actions are necessary. Like, does your win percentage increase more because you made a 5th food? Or in wasted 10, 5, whatever seconds off the clock? Or does your odds of winning go up more if you don't have the 5th food, even though it's always better to make the food if time is not a consideration, by saving that time on your clock? So that is actually something that I think is worth keeping in mind. And we're just going to Amulet, thin the deck. We should have another mountain at least, unless I got milled. Yeah, I guess I got milled. Well, I guess that's the value of our opponent's Scavenging Ooze line. We milled him out and it got exiled, and then we activated an Amulet for nothing. I mean, I don't think any of this, at this point, I don't think anything really matters. Our opponent just does not have enough time to win this game. We haven't done anything good, but our opponent's just running out of time. Partly because they're a trigger-heavy deck, and partly because they are taking unnecessary actions. Opponent drawing cards, building a board. So we probably are going to die here in a minute, but I can't imagine they're going to have enough time to kill us in game 3, because Undo Mammoth draws a card. Sure. Opponent passes. Well, keep growing the Barrens. I mean, we could also draw Ugin and just put our opponent out of their misery. Bonder's Enclave. All right, well, pass the turn. Can we survive one more turn? Block. 8. I think we die this turn. Even with our Crawling Barrens. But wow, opponent is... I think our opponent's given up on winning this match, actually. Like, they're making so many actions that don't make sense to me. Opponent. There's a big attack. Well, activate this. Activate this. Block. And probably die? Yeah. Alright. Well, that's fine. That's fine. They got the Great Henge going. Our opponent's problem is they have to literally kill us in a minute. A minute and 30 seconds. I don't think it's possible. I think we could not take any game actions, and it's unlikely that we would die before the time runs out on our opponent here. I mean, not the way we really want to win, but hey, it's meme or dream. On meme or dream, because the theme of the series is 6 wins in a row, sometimes getting weird wins like this, where you mill out the Great Henge deck, and then they time out in game 3, that would help explain how some weird decks get 6 wins. Like, sometimes it's magic. Sometimes weird things happen, so I think it's kind of somewhat on flavor for the series to get weird wins, because that would explain how it happens to other people. Alright, sure. Spikefield Hazard, go. Cinderclasm's not bad. Radiant Fountain's kind of nice, just because it gains us a smidge of life, making it harder for opponent to kill us before they run out of time. Tangled Floral Hedron. Huh. Yeah, let's just draw. Kill the Floral Hedron. Radiant Fountain, go. Opponent, Thrashy. Well, let's scry. Don't really need Mountain. Well, Soul's here, Thrashy. Play the land, go. Wouldn't mind a blue source. Another Thrashy. 119 for our opponent. Ugin's gonna have to wait. Well, Sky Scanner. Draw a card. Alright, well, pass the turn. Build it. Tap land. Scavenging Ooze. Hits us. No blocks. Sure. Yeah, let's scry. Gargoyle bottom. This mana screw is not optimal. So if we play Construct, Thrashy kills it. Wicked Wolf doesn't. Kogla could. Yeah, let's pass for now. Oh no, we're getting low on time too. Uh-oh. So we're gonna have to play faster because we are actually, by thinking there, we're actually catching up to our opponent on time. Opponent plays a land. Goes to combat. Soul Seer. Kill Sky Scanner. We will scry. Hazard to the bottom. Alright, sure. 39 seconds to 102. Opponent's gonna start eating. Yep. Wow, keep eating. Sure. Oh, 20 seconds. Okay, now we got it. There's no way. Oh, wow. We're going to finish with just over a minute on our clock, and our opponent with 15 seconds or so. Well, Myriad Construct. Go. Just under a minute, I guess. 12, 11, 10, 9. There's a Great Henge. That actually slows things down more for our opponent. Wicked Wolf. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Whoa! What does that actually tell us about? Holy my goodness. What does that actually tell us about this deck? I have literally no idea, but that was an absolutely absurd game. Absurd. Literally absurd. Well, alright. Let's do that again, I guess. Alright, on to round number 2, game number 2. Oh my god, a meme or dream. This time, I remember to go unranked. Apparently I clicked unranked the first time, which happens to me once in a while on Arena if I'm not paying attention. But we're back, and oh my goodness, that first game was a ridiculous game. That was absolutely ridiculous. Wow. Well, I mean, 1-0. I guess we're going to keep... Oh, yeah, we're going to keep this. I mean, Forsaken Monument, sweet. Luris does frighten me. Probably some sort of, like, aggro deck, which does mean we could just get kind of instantly run over. Oh. Oh, it's rogues. Oh, I should have known. All right. Well, feeling less confident. Our deck doesn't seem to have any rogue plan. I guess Emery could theoretically be good against rogues, but in reality, we got to resolve the Emery and have it not die for several to many turns. Thieves Guild Enforcer. But we don't have any escape cards or anything, so we're kind of just... Of one mine, draw some more cards. Opponent, land, mills. Alright, new question. Will we actually resolve a spell this game? I guess we might resolve the removal spell because our opponent might not care. I think that's our new question. I'll gain some life. Not super relevant. I think if we resolve a spell, then maybe this deck gets a dream status. Oh boy. So we can kill the Ruin Crab maybe, but even if we do, it just comes back with Luris eventually. Opponent. Yeah, Rogues is a deck where I know people like to complain about Rogues. I don't think Rogues is too good, but it is a deck where you really need a sideboard or value a sideboard. I feel like some matchups you get by without... Wow, opponent is going to counter it. Some matchups you can get by without really having a sideboard. Other matchups, like perhaps this matchup, I feel like is much, much trickier. Well, we are going to full price an Emery. Help our opponent with the Mill Us Out plan. Play a Radiant Fountain. I mean, if Emery lives, we get to start getting value. If it doesn't live, hope... Ooh, fetch land. That's a good one. Ugh, if they kill it, maybe we get to resolve Forsaken Monument, and then who knows? Although, half of our deck has almost been milled. I think it will officially be milled now. 31 cards left. That's not good. About it. Looking at the Emery, I don't like that. Don't look at our Emery. Opponent hits us, sure. Down to 15. Well, I guess we resolved a spell, so dream it is. Milled. Oh no, and kill it? Oh boy. Well, didn't kill it. So, well, let's Emery for... Sadly, this can't exile our graveyard. That would actually be helpful here if we could exile our own graveyard. I guess we go Stonecoil. Stonecoil X2. That does get a card out of our graveyard. We need many more, though. Throne of McKendy, go. Opponent. Going to kill our Stonecoil Serpent. Okay. Goes combat. Well, I guess we stomp Thieves Guild. more counters. We drop to 11. We get milled more. Wow. Desperation Sack to try to find a land. Hits not just a land, but a fetch land. Ugh. Oh, no. If our... yeah, this one might be over. Gonna be a little sad if our Forsaken Monument gets countered because our opponent hit that land off a Merfolk Windrider. I'll play the land. Forsaken Monument. Wow, it's happening. Okay. And, yeah, I assume this one's just, like, straight up over now. We will take a Stonecoil Serpent. We will play it. Oh, yes, this is not a good match. Not a good match. So I'm assuming that if there was a 6-0 run with this deck, it involved not playing against rogues. Okay, and on to game 2. Our first game went so long. Yeah, are we dead this turn? No. Is there any way we win this game? Also no. No sideboard. Yeah, this is going to be... So, what is our actual plan? Do we have one? Emery is the one card that can take advantage of our graveyard. I guess we got a smidge of removal, a tiny bit of graveyard. I mean, it is what it is, run it back, but hopefully we do not play rogues again. Oh, boy. Yeah, the no sideboard thing is really interesting. There are some matchups where no sideboard isn't a huge deal, honestly. Like, it's never correct to not have a sideboard from a I'm trying to win games perspective, but there's some matchups where, whatever. Like, you didn't have a ton of stuff. The matchup's good enough anyway. Rogues is not one of those. Rogues is one where you really need those escape creatures and stuff like that to be able to fight against Rogue's game plan, or else it's really hard to get through. The combination of, like, them filling your graveyard and that turning on into the story, drown in the lock, all their creatures, like, if they can do that, the deck is really difficult to deal with, so we'll see. We'll see. On to game 2 against Rogues, hoping for the miracle. Yeah, we got an Emery. Emery is good. Only 2 lands. And Ugin, that is a few years away. Island. Hey, it's a crab. Imagine that. A ruin crab. Well, mill some cards. Pass the turn. About it. Oh, boy. Ruin crab number 2. Oh, dear. We don't have much removal. All right, so we got to get to this Ugin before 2 crabs mills us out, which, that's going to mean a lot of really quick ramping. Opponent, Scryland mills for million. Uh-huh. Yup. Oh, dear. Already 10 cards in our graveyard. To the top. Well, we do draw a land. I mean, I guess we just Amulet and play it and sack it and get a mountain and play the mountain and pass the turn. I mean, we kind of just paid 2 mana to draw land. I guess that's not the worst. Booted. Yeah, it's just tough if you can't empty your own graveyard against rogues. Mills for 2 crabs is a really fast clock when you can't kill them. And kill them we can't. Opponent passes, gonna counter our stuff. Well, let's Crawling Barrens. Let's play. Can we do multiple things? Not really. Well, I guess we Emery while we can. I think whatever we do is going to get countered most likely, but Emery, Myriad Construct. Play Myriad Construct. No kicking. Okay. Myriad Construct's not the worst, because if our opponent kills it, we are going to get tokens at least, so that's something. Oh boy, more mill. Soaring Thought Thief. Oh, more lands. Oh, that's so... We're getting milled for like 8 a turn. That's so not good. Yeah, I don't think our deck ever beats rogues. Ever, ever, never. Opponent gets an Izzet, mills us more. 25? That's not a high number on turn 4. Opponent passes, more Ugins. Well, Emery for... Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah, let's Sky Scanner. I think we Sky Scanner and try to Shredded Sails the Soaring Thought Thief. Draw a card. Play the land. Go to combat. Get in with the Construct. I have gained a new respect for Myriad Construct. I don't think it's going to overcome the situation we're in, but it has been better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, let's see if we can kill this Thought Thief. Or at least make our opponent use mana on their upkeep. We're about a fetch land away from just getting milled out. Mystical Dispute. Opponent. It'd be nice if they stopped hitting land drops. Not yet. Alright, we get milled and milled. Opponent goes attacking. We get milled. I don't know what we do about this. I don't know if there's anything we can do about this. Opponent hits us. Well, Emery for Mechagodzilla, I guess. Play it. I mean, we could spin into reach or flying. I mean, assuming it resolves, we really need our opponent to stop hitting lands. If they keep hitting lands, we're going to just die to these crabs. It might already be past that point, but we're going to die really... Oh, Death Touch. We were so good at spinning reach last game when we didn't need it. And now that we can actually use reach, we get Death Touch. Well, opponent goes to 11. We play Locthwain Gargoyle. Well, do they got lands? If they do, then I think the mill kill comes through for our opponent. Drawing in a lock. Yeah. Untaps. 11, 8, 6. Well, I mean, I guess we made it sort of kind of close. But in all honesty, these crabs just beat us by themselves. I guess our opponent constantly hitting scry lands has really helped them because it has made sure they have hit all their land drops. Even though they're not a super land-heavy deck, scrying every turn has let them just keep putting lands on top of their deck. And that's been enough. That's enough to steal the win here. And I don't see anything we can do about it. 4, 5, 6, block, yeah. Opponent mills us. So we are just literally dead to a land drop for our opponent now. Opponent passes. Cinderclasm. I don't know about this this card. This magical card. Does not seem super exciting. Well, let's Stonecoil Serpent. I mean, so the only thing we do is try to set up so maybe it's possible we win if our opponent can't mill us out. Resolves. We go to combat. We attack. I mean, we did get our opponent down to 6. Maybe. I'm assuming they just scryed another land atop, though. You saw them think about it, because they don't need a land, but... Ugh, Drown and Lock number 2. We get some 1/1s. Well, we got our opponent to 10, I mean. That's what I meant. So I'm sure our opponent has a land on top, and they're just kind of like sending a message that they're winning by a ridiculous... okay. Now they're very clearly sending the message with a... with the good game. Sure. Well, that's why most decks play a sideboard. That's a very good example. Hopefully we do not play rogues again the rest of our meme or dream run, because I think we could play that matchup 100 times and we would probably win like 1. I mean, I guess maybe our opponent mulls to 3, more than 1 out of every 100 matches, but but you know what I'm saying? That is very close to just straight up unwinnable, I think. Well, on to the next one. All right. Come on, Izzet colorless stuff. You can do it. All right, so we're on the draw. Booted. Sand. All right, sure. I mean, this is what our deck's doing. Well, it's not rogues, so score. Unfortunately, we don't have colored mana, which is a little awkward. I'll pass the turn. I guess we can, like, really inefficiently try to make it with Unknown Shores. Shadowsphere. Opponent gets in, hits us. Sure. Well, play Unknown Shores. Is it worth playing this as a 2/2? Probably not. 2/2 just gets stomped. Next turn, we can shred sails, I guess. Opponent, land. Hellhound, Grooze. Yeah, X3 is better, because it could theoretically block a Hellhound, and it definitely does not get stomped. Well, down to 15. Opponent passes. More Unknown Shores. Well, Crawling Barrens, Stonecoil, X3. I mean, the other thing is, this Solemn can get us colored mana, which will help. That'll make us a little more efficient than these Unknown Shores. Opponent. Come on, no land. Alright, there's a land. And us again. Wow. They just have nothing going on. They must have Embercleave in hand, is the only thing that really makes sense. Now, play this, play Solemn. Get a Mountain. Attack. Hit ya. Alright, no cleaves. Land cleave. Does that kill us? It's not good for us. Well, there's a land. Opponent goes to combat, gets in, hits us. Well, we're going to block. Alright, no cleave. We get to draw a card. Opponent also didn't pump or anything. Huh. Ooh. Alright, that's a good one if it comes down. Onyx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we still got a couple turns to live somehow, don't we? How do we do this? I think we Unknown Shores this turn, pass the turn. This lets us shred sails and Soulseer if we need to, or negate. Land, grows the dork. Build it. Attacks. Well, we will block Annex. Opponent pumps. We will Soulseer. Gotta do it now before it grows enough to get 2 tokens from Annex. Alright, so kill the Hellhound. Opponent gets a token. Kill the Annex. Opponent gets a token. The question is, do we have to hold on to this? Yeah, all right, let's hold on to it. Ooh, Cinderclasm's good. All right. Well, play Spike Field Hazard. Okay, I think we got a shot. So we can Cinderclasm this turn to clean the tokens off, and then we can negate, and then we can Ugin. Land for our opponent. Combat. Attacks. Opponent bumps. We will kick a Cinderclasm. Our man is so bad. Oh, and we can't even negate. That's awkward. Well, Cinderclasm. Yeah, getting by with these unknown chores. Little tricky. Opponent. Okay. But Daddy's almost home. Oh, that's not going to work, opponent. No, no, no. No, no, no. It's legendary. Maybe they just wanted to fill their graveyard. Okay. Yeah. Hands along Shadow Spheres. Opponent passes. Oh, we got mana finally. Well. Ugin. Hello, I guess. Oh, well, I think we benefited from our opponent not running super well, but we'll take it. The Cinderclasm was good that game, and our opponent just, they didn't find the cleave, and they didn't find a ton of threats. They found a lot of Shadow Spheres, but that is probably the reason why people don't play 4 Shadow Spears in most decks. The legend roll can still be a thing. It is still occasionally an issue. Ooh. Ooh, I don't think we can keep it. Yeah, we got a mulligan. Oh, dear. Well, going to 5. This we will keep. Ugin bottom. Construct bottom. All right. Well, I guess we could have just kept the the first hand that had the 2 Forsaken Monuments. Well, Mountain go. If we can live long enough to get Forsaken Monument going, that is life gain and other good things. Well, we will spike the Fervent Champion. Keep our opponent from stealing our cards for now. Heads us for 2. Now, our Radiant Fountain gains some life. Go. Mountain. And Crushy Crusherton. Opponent wants to steal. Gets Soulseer. I mean, that is a real card. Let's just Island. We're gonna have to kill this Robber, I think. Kill Robber. Well, we'll see. Something like Solemn would be good. Myriad Construct. Opponent hits us down to 13. And Phoenix. Ugh, more lands, more lands. Well, Radiant Fountain. Oh, I think we're dying, though. So we're taking 4, 6. Yeah, if they pump Phoenix or shock our face. Yeah, we're just going to... I don't think we're going to have time to take off a turn for this Forsaken Monument. I guess... Okay. Sure. I mean, I guess we also did mulligan to 2-5 that game, which doesn't leave you a lot of resources. All right, run it back. We've shown we can compete with this deck if they draw all their Shadow Spheres. But we are going to be on the play, and hopefully we don't multi-5. Well, all right, sure. Yeah, let's just hazard. Go. This hand's actually not bad. We have removal. We can fix our mana. Fervent Champion. Opponent gets and hits us. Play the mountain past the turn. Mountain, Robber the Rich. Alright, so we will just stomp that. Alright, Robber the Rich down. Opponent hits us. Solemn. Alright, well, yeah, we're making do. So we can get an island. Well, we'll see. We're not in the worst shape ever. I don't know if we're in great shape, but we're semi-stable. Would have been nice to be able to spike field a Fervent Champion, but... Opponent, Hellhound. Ooh, come on, Cinderclasm. Cinderclasm would be great at the moment. Rhyme Rock Knight. Alright, we really want a Cinderclasm. Really. Well, get an island. Opponent hits us. Play the land. Myriad Construct. Come on, no cleaves. Cinderclasm off the top. Opponent grows a Hellhound. And well, we haven't got Cleave to Death yet, so maybe they don't have it. If they just Castle Embreth, we can deal with that. That's the best outcome. Oh. Interesting decision. Okay. Sure. Full attack. Oh, this works. Block. Kill Rhyme Rock. Kill Fervent Champion. Okay, that actually went better than I was expecting. Ooh, Ugin 2. Well, play Emery. We could use a Stonecoil, mill some cards, play a Mountain. Solemn. Somehow we have 0 colorless lands, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, I guess we can end with 1. Hit ya. So we do need to find a way to answer this Phoenix of Ash. Hopefully. Do we have anything we can Emery? Like, Myriad Construct's fine, but it still doesn't stop Phoenix. Our Stonecoil... Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Okay. That does make things a little worse. Well, Sky Scanner, draw a card. Emery. Amulet. We gotta get the land. I mean, our main game plan is to get to this Ugin. The issue is, I think Cleave kills us here, which is less than ideal, I would say. Well, pass the turn. So if they can cleave this, and it's +2 damage, that looks like 9. Well, no cleave. Shadow Sphere. Shadow Sphere we can kind of accept. And then if we draw land that's untapped for Ugin. Okay, Robber of the Rich, that's not... Oh, don't steal our land. Oh, they do steal a land. Well, block, 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 block. Take 4. Down to 5. Torbrand down. Land. Soulseer's not the worst consolation prize. I mean, we'll get the land eventually. All right, opponent's last card is a land. Oh, Myriad Construct. Wow, do we have to do this a painful way? I think we do. So we have to get Amulet again. Play Amulet. Crag Amulet. This will get us to 8 mana for next turn. So crag the Amulet. Get a land. There's hope. There's hope. Play the land. Play Sky Scanner. Well, pass the turn. Get in with one construct. Oh, this is actually a really tricky decision. What we would like to do, we'll see if our opponent plays something pre-combat. Okay, they do. So in that case, we will just Soulseer Robber. Oh, if they didn't play something pre-combat, the question would be, do we kill the Robber before it draws a card, or do we try to play around Embercleave? But we're good. And now I think we should just win. Opponent gets in. The bad news for our opponent is, we don't just have one Ugin. We have 2. Ooh, and a Radiant Fountain. We have 2 Ugids in hand. And, Ugin's very good. Emery. Amulet. Exile. Everything. Threats dealt with. Play the Amulet. Well, we're gonna get another win with the deck, I think. However, it is another Ugin win. Well, that's something we talked about in the intro. Is like, if we win, it's probably gonna be because of Ugin. On the other hand, we did not consider the possibility of milling out opponents with their own Great Henges. That was not on our list when we were doing the deck. It's magic. I mean, I assume this one's over now. Opponent. Crushy Crusherton. GG's. Well. Yeah, let's kick that. Kick it. Plant land. Go attacking. Hit ya. Bone Crusher and taking down Mono Red. That was actually not the worst performance. You can see against Rogues the last match, we were talking about how sideboards really mattered. In this matchup, it wasn't a huge deal. We already got like Cinderclasms and so forth in the main deck, the Bone Crushers, the Soulseers. So we already have a lot of the stuff that we'd probably side in our main deck. So in this match, sideboarding, not really a huge deal. So, yeah, not bad. Taking down Mono Red. We did not see an Embercleave in Game 1 or Game 3, which was super helpful. Embercleave got us a Game 2, which Embercleave does, but reasonable. Reasonable performance. All right, more meme or dreaming with 5-color, colorless. No, wait, not 5-color. Colorless, 2-color, Izzet. No sideboard stuff. I know I just ran really quick between matches, changed my clothes. Actually, it's spoiler season, and I try to record stuff in between all the spoiler stuff. So, it's actually a new day. New day, new clothes. It's true, I actually do change my clothes pretty much every day. At least once a week. What are we doing here? I guess nothing. I don't know about these unknown shores. Ugh, like, I get what they're trying to do, but boy, is playing off curve constantly a little bit obnoxious. Mountain for our opponent. Mountain off a Fabled Passage. Alright, so it's Gruul, and that's a brush fire. Well, I guess the big question is going to be... I think the biggest question is going to be, do we get to this Ugin? I feel like that's come up a lot with this deck. It's like, hey, if we get to Ugin, things are good. If we don't get to Ugin, who knows? Well, we get a blocker at least. Next step is Forsaken Monument. Like, if we just hit lands, Forsaken Monument, Ugin, that probably is enough to win this game. This deck might actually end up being a dream. Yeah, we're gonna block. Pro multicolor makes it an easy choice. Yep, opponent. In your defense, opponent, I actually sort of missed that too. I was kind of expecting that we're gonna end up trading off there, so. Yeah, let's make a blue. Play Emery. Mill 4 lands, or 3 lands. Ooh, pass the turn. Yeah, 3 lands and an Emery. We wanted all of those, really. I mean, I guess we can Soul Guide Lantern to try to draw a card and hopefully find a land. Opponent, land, and it grows a Mammoth. Come on, no Great Henge. Please. Questing Beast. Well, it's not Great Henge. It might still be killing us. Well, draw card, land. Sort of. Oh, dear. That is not the best time to draw Spike Field Hazard. Okay, that's a land. Wow, can we stay alive? Land. Oh, boy. Well, I guess the question is, do we die to a Embercleave? If we don't die to Embercleave, and this Forsaken Monument sticks around, we win. Oh, we're dying to Embercleave, aren't we? Is there even any point in blocking? We block here. This is 12. We still die. Yeah. I mean, we're dead to Embercleave either way. Oh! Alright, not dead to Embercleave. We're still alive. Well, I thought we were dead for sure. Ooze. Okay. However, we have an Ugin. We have 2 Gins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, play. Alright, let's Ugin. I don't think we really get to Emery anyway. Because our opponent can use. I mean, I guess we can try. Might as well. I assume they just eat it with ooze. That seems like the easy choice. However, we're up to 7. We get to sweep the board.
Reality.
And then technically we have another Ugin if we need it. Opponent's best card is probably Questing Beast. I mean, I guess if we get down tap, we also have this Labyrinth for more protection. Opponent. Alright, gonna try to keep the ooze alive by eating stuff. That's fine. I guess that does force us to tick down Ugin again rather than tick up. Play a land. Ugin, -2 and get rid of the ooze. Pass the turd. We could use Myriad Construct. Myriad Construct to turn out opponent. Well, Okay, we get the win. Oh my goodness, we nailed this deck. We nailed it. We absolutely nailed it in our deck tag. Now that we've played a few games with it, we have won some games, and we have discovered some neat synergies that I was not really expecting. Like, Myriad Construct has been sweet. However, a lot of our games have come down to Ugin, which I guess does kind of explain how this deck, with no sideboard and looking really janky, having Locthwain Gargoyles and so forth, that does kind of explain how this deck could win. Like, if you can just slam Forsaken Monument and then follow it up with Ugin the next turn, that's good enough to beat a lot of decks. And that's what we've kind of been seeing, with some extra little sweet synergies thrown in. But that's really been the bulk of this deck being, I guess Ugin's busted. Today we learned. Why does no one play this Ugin card? It seems really good. It just, like, beats people. I don't know why everyone isn't doing this. You would think it would be one of the, best cards in Standard, and every deck would be doing it. It would be winning games out of nowhere from behind, closing them out if you're in front. But maybe Platinum Mythic Ring players onto something with this Ugin idea. Opponent. Apparently they have a sideboard, because they are taking time here. So how's life, everyone? All right, we are we're back. Game number 2 against Gruul. We'll keep this. This actually isn't bad. We don't have any colorless shenanigans, but we have colored mana, which is surprisingly important. We've had some games where we're trying to use Unknown Shores and stuff, and boy, those games are a little bit on the clunky side. Yeah, let's just play the land. I don't think we want a Stonecoil on 2. It gets better on 3. Unfortunately, our opponent might not play anything we can stomp here, or anything at all. That's better. Well, Unknown Shores. I'm tempted to just run out this Bone Crusher. It does stop a Questing Beast. Yeah, let's just play it. Seems a little weird to not get full value out of it, but yeah, 4/3 is a 4/3. And in a world of feisty 4/4s, not bad. Opponent, Forest, and... Wow, alright, we nailed it. No attacks. Well, we will play a land. We will play a Solemn to get a island. And pass the turn. Only downside is we don't actually have many colorless lands to go with this monument. We have a single Unknown Shores at the moment. Souls here would be nice. I wouldn't mind just killing this Questing Beast before an Embercleave comes down and kills us. Oh boy. That might be happening right this second. Okay. Yeah, not good, not good. So we take a lot of damages, down to 11. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, Forsaken Monument. Go. Don't kill us. Don't kill our Forsaken Monument. Okay, they do kill our Forsaken Monument. And that... Well, I guess we could top deck Souls here. If our opponent doesn't have a burn spell. Oh yeah, that didn't go good. That didn't go well at all. Well, I guess in game 1, maybe we got a little lucky that we dodged the Embercleave. There's a Shield Breaker. We go to 3. We play this on 6. Well, that doesn't even matter, right? We still die. This is 10. Block. Dead. Well, wait. We got one option. Save a Sky Scatter. Give us that Souls here. Oh, wrong bird spell. All right, yep. Well, Embercleave's a magic card. It's a good one. And Since we don't believe in pretentious sideboards, we don't have a lot of answers to bring in. We're kind of hoping it... We got that one shredded sales. We got the run shredded sales. You see, our opponent, they took advantage of this thing called sideboarding to bring in Ember's Shieldbreaker and blow up our Forsaken Monument. So pretentious. Opponent. Alright, we get to play first, and... Oh, this hand's so bad. Negates... I mean, negate stops... Wow. Negate does stop Embercleave, but that's about it. Wow, so many tap lands. Well, alright. We will put a... Emery to the bottom, and... Well, see what happens. We do have our shred sales, so we can, theoretically, answer an Embercleave. We have 2 Souls here, so we have our control hand. We could really use an untapped land, like, desperately. I think we do this now. Is there any way we get more value? We do it with the land on the stack. All right, let's just Cinderclasm. If they draw a fetch land, it could be a problem. And getting rid of the X ones does mean Lovestruck Beast less threatening, but we still really need a land. If we can draw a land in Skyscanner into Construct, and then use our removal, then things are not bad. There's a Lovestruck Beast. Oh dear. Well, Locthwain Gargoyle go. I guess if we don't draw a land this turn, we're probably gonna... I really want to hold on to this shred sales, but we might not have an option. This is our one way to kill an Embercleave once it's on the battlefield, and Soulseers help, but they're not guaranteed. Like, Embercleave on Lovestruck Beast gets around Soulseer. Alright, opponent has the X1, goes attacking, hits us. No blocks. Land. Oh no, are they gonna start drawing cards? Ooh, boy. Oh, pretentious sideboard cards. Opponent blows up our stuff, draws a card. Yeah, oh, this isn't good. Well. Yeah. Oh, we actually drew the cards we wanted for this matchup. We just did not draw the ability to cast them, and there's the Embercleave, and there's the concession. Well, hard to blame our deck a whole lot for this last game. I mean, obviously, having a sideboard would help, but that's a case where it doesn't really matter what you're playing. If you get stuck on 2 lands and just don't ever get to do anything else, that's going to be the end of a lot of decks. Well, technically, since our definition of a dream is having a winning record, and a meme is a losing record, right now we're 2-2. That means if mono red, or Izzet, mono red at the moment, if Izzet colorless stuff wants to be on the short list of oh, they're playing Shieldbreaker in the main deck. Wants to be on the short list of dreams. They're gonna have to win this match. It all comes down to this. I'll pass the turn. We do have our shred sales, so we do have an answer to an Embercleave. We got out of the Innkeeper for minimal damage, and getting rid of the Shieldbreaker actually is relevant because that's a main deck answer to everything. Our deck. Alright, there's a Lovestruck Beast. I'll play Radiant Fountain, Skyscanner, draw a card. And pass the turn. Opponent. Rada. And a land off the top. Opponent passes. Well, unknown. Whoa. Unknown Shores. Myriad Construct. Get in for what? This doesn't reach, right? All right, get in for one. Pass the turd. Don't cleave us. I mean, we'll see if there's artifact destruction. In theory, Forsaken Monument into Ugin, that's how our deck steals wins. That is how we steal wins. And Forsaken Monument, Myriad Construct tokens is really sweet. Opponent. Wow, Ox of Agonis. Interest. Wow, 3 lands in hand. All right. Draw some new ones. Well, Crawling Barrens. Forsaken Monument. Hit ya. Well, let's see if they draw another Shield Breaker. If not, I like where we're at. I like our spot. If they can kill the Monument, then who knows? Land for our opponent. Combat. Attacks with Rada. No blocks. Hits us. Innkeeper. Well, let's see. They have to hit the artifact destruction right now or we're going to wrath their board and we're going to win. And we might be heading towards a dream. All right. That doesn't do it. Unknown Shores. Ugin. -5. Out of here. Opponent stuff. And that's the GG's being said by our opponent. Oh, oh. Well, I mean, it is an Ugin. It is an Ugin. But, oh, we might have a dream. We might have a dream on our hands, opponent. Getting in with the Questing Beast, but that's not going to make a difference. Like, you can hit us. You can hit the Ugin. But we got bad news for you, opponent. We have bad news. And that is, we are going to shred our construct. Get a few million 3/3s. And got him. The power of shred sales. That actually is nice. Such a goofy synergy. Combat. Attack you. Kill you. I mean, I guess we could have killed the Questing Beast. I feel like they would have blown this up already if they could have, though. Alright, Bone Crushes. Their face. Okay, we gotta win one of these two and we got a dream on our hands. One of these two and a dream has been achieved. Alright. No sideboard. Run it back. I do feel a little dirty that, like, a huge, other than that insane game, which I guess still involved doing it, but that insane game where we build our opponent out with their own Great Hedge. Wow, that was a ridiculous match. Other than that, though, we have got a lot of Ugin wins, I will say. Maybe for science, maybe we got to play the 56 land for Ugin deck and see if we can win a game with it. Is Ugin that good? Could you play just 4 copies of Ugin? I mean, obviously you're not going to... Oh, we got our Mazemind Tome. Obviously, you're not going to post a winning record with that deck because it'd be too inconsistent. But it does seem possible that it could win a game at a minimum. Opponent, land, and Innkeeper. Well... yeah, probably gonna have to stomp on that. Would prefer our opponent not to start drawing more cards to find their bombs. Especially Embercleave. I'm mostly scared of Embercleave, honestly. Mountain Rada. Now let's sack this for an island. We're not getting cleave this turn, so play the land. Play Mazemind Stone, pass the turn. Build it. Next turn cleave could be an issue. That might make us leave up this negate. Wow, just cast Lovestruck Beast? Interesting. Bone Crusher, probably going bottom for now. Huh, they don't even have a 1/1 though. Well, gets and hits us. Let's keep scrying. I guess we keep throne. Play throne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if they draw land, they can Embercleave. And they have Rada to try to find one. But if we don't do anything, we're just dying anyway. Yeah, I think we gotta play. I think we gotta play the construct. Hope we don't get cleaved. Our opponent doesn't find the land. This is good against removal, at least. Alright, makes the 1/1, goes attacking. No blocks. Down to 12. Oh, we're not going to draw a single card off this, are we? Scry. Killing the 1/1 does seem somewhat reasonable. Alright, let's kill the 1/1. So draw a Bone Crusher. Actually, we don't got to do it now. Let's just play the mountain. All right, play Bone Crusher. Pass the turn. I mean, I still don't think we're going to get cleave this turn. Because if we kill this, then Lovestruck Beast can't attack. All right, we're making strides. So opponent goes to combat. We will stomp the 1/1, which stops the Lovestruck Beast. All right, another Lovestruck Beast. I'll play Radiant Fountain. Bone Crusher. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent hits their land. We have good blockers for Questing Beast. Oh, well. Yeah, that's not a cleave, but also something we do need to counter. Opponent, passing. Play an island. I guess we just play the world's biggest Stonecoil. Can't really attack still, pass the turn. Alright. What do you got? Alright, another land. Another Great Henge. Okay. That's not good. That's very, very much not good. If there's good news, we are getting kind of close to Ugin mana, and Ugin would be good. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forsaken Monument. Attack, attack. Well, let's just trade with a Lovestruck, doesn't it? Yeah, get in with the construct. We get rid of a Lovestruck Beast. Lovestruck Beast just has such ridiculous stats. Another construct. Pass the turn. Opponent doesn't have any non-basics anyway, somehow. They do have a Great Henge, though, and that is a concern. Questing Beast for our opponent. Draws a card. And Brushfire draws a card. Oh, well, this would be a turn to make something happen if we can. Fabled Passage grows the Brushfires. Combat. Attacks. Well, block. Questing Beast are our worst card because... Huh? What? I have never seen that card before. Interesting. Alright. Well, Ugin, please. Radiant Fountain. Well, we will draw a card. Ugin, please. Ugin, please. Well, oddly, Spikefield Hazard is not the end of the world. We will pass. Because Spikefield Hazard can target our Myriad construct and make a bunch of dorks. Another Lovestruck Beast. Great Henges is so good, though. Great Henge might be getting us. Because we can't actually make a lethal amount of dorks. We can make quite a few dorks, but not a lethal amount. Opponent, combat. Big attack. Really big attack. Slightly less big attack. Alright, opponent's figured it out. I mean, I think we get to eat a Brushfire, right? With Stonecoil? Bone it. Opponent has no idea how they want to attack. Alright. Looks like they're going to be aggressive. Wait, nope. On second thought. No. Just Questing Beast. Alright, well, we block with the construct. Spikefield has... Oh, no. Definitely not Stonecoil. Construct. Make a bunch of 3/3s. Oh, Ugin, I think, pretty much just wins us the game. Can we find it? Bone Crusher draws a card. Oh, Great Henge. Great Henge! It's so good. Kind of wish we had a Great Henge. It is an artifact. We could splash green, right? Are they going to kill our monument? Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Well, I mean, if there's a tiny bit of good news, it's that we do have enough mana to cast Ugin if we draw it. Bad news is our opponent is getting rid of our best card. And we're pretty close to just dying. Sky Scanner, draw a card. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to be able to win this now. Pass the turn. About it. Untaps. Shieldbreaker. Draws a card. I mean, basically we're staying in this game because there is a chance if we draw Ugin. And we haven't seen an Ugin yet, and we've gotten fairly deep in our deck. The problem is we are very much running out of time. Our opponent has a ridiculously big board. I mean, that's what Great Henge does. When you're a deck that's like 30 creatures, and every creature draws a card, really easy to just always have a full hand and always have a full board. Yeah, opponent growing their dorks even more. Opponent goes to combat. Goes on a big attack. We block. We block. We block. We block. We block. And we kill the questing beast. Well, okay. Opponent did shut off all their questing beasts. Just kidding. They got more. Of course, when you draw your whole deck, you find all your questing bees. Yeah. Questing bees, number million. Well, Ugin. We need a Ugin. We need it now. Emery. That is not a card called Ugin. Do we live a turn? Block, block, block. I mean, we won't scoop. We'll wait one more turn. Well, there goes. And Ugin and a first. Oh, Ugin was the next card. Oh, I don't know if we survived this turn, actually. Maybe. Losing that Ugin is not good. That was our hopes and dreams going up in flames. Opponent, Brushfire Elemental. Draws a card. And Forest. Pumps the dorks. Arena legs. Wait, are we getting an arena win? Shouldn't there be triggers popping up? Is that how this is going to end? Are we going to end 2-2-1 with arena getting a win? Are we going to go 3-2? Wow. That would be the most meme and dream way to get wins. Like, a mill out win / timeout win / I don't know, arena bug win? That would help explain, because we were wondering how some of these decks get 6 wins in a row. That could happen 6 times in a row, I guess, in theory. Yeah, I think arena is just, like, I don't know what happened. Our opponent's like a turn away from Alpha Strike. Oh, wait. Arena has returned. Okay. There was just a long delay for those landfall triggers. And opponent, gonna learn about the legend rule real quick. I mean, I guess I just want to draw another card. Draws a card. Opponent goes to combat, swings with everything. Alright, so we block. We block. We block. We block. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sure. Wait, are we dead? Oh, we didn't count this, did we? Yeah, I guess we're dead anyway. Alright. Yes. I guess that was technically... I guess that was technically a pun, but I don't think it actually... We want to keep the Emery alive because we got nothing else going on. I guess it was a punt because we could have waited one more turn. The thing is, on an empty board, I don't think Ugin actually does it there, so I don't think it actually mattered. Ugin, with us having a board so we can kill our opponents, one thing. But Ugin sweep the board, our opponent still has Great Henge and 7 cards in hand, and we have 0 cards in hand and 0 board. We're not going to win that anyway. Well... Mechagodzilla's time to shine. Alright, plan go. Opponent, Forest. Play the Innkeeper. Alright, plays the Innkeeper. Well, we will stomp the Innkeeper. Pass the turn. Opponent. Oh no. Well, not super thrilled that we got to do that, but we don't want our opponent to start drawing cards. That sounds like a bad idea. Opponent runs out of Bone Crusher. Well, I think we also run out of Bone Crusher. Oh, it's going to be close. Can we draw land for the Monument? Does the Monument stick? We did survive double Innkeeper, but we did have to use a premium removal spell to stop it. Still better than letting our opponent go off. Opponent attacks. We block. Okay. Follow up. Lovestruck Beast 1/1. Ooh, not a land. Ugh. Yeah, I think we gotta try to find a land. Sky Scanner. Land, please. Alright, we draw the land. We get to play an Emery. Okay, that was a good little turn. That was a good little turn. Mill a few lands. Pass the turn. Opponent, land, tapped. Lovestruck Beast. Well, Forsaken Monument. Hit you for 3. Spike Field Hazard. Go. Is there hope? Is there hope? A colorless Izzetville? Alright, opponent has their powerful artifact that we can't actually answer at the moment. Great Henge. And another Lovestruck Beast token. Hits us. No blocks. Untap. I'll play Radiant Fountain. Emery. Sky Scanner. Sky Scanner, draw a card. Mechagodzilla. Gain some life. Go to combat. Lifelink it up. Hit ya. Ooh, do we want a Bone Crush? I think we're gonna hold it for now. Well, we'll see. Opponent's got the engine though. That's the issue. Lovestruck Beast draws a card. Opponent's just out card advantaging us at the moment is the issue. Oh, don't kill her, Emery. No, no, no. We need this. That's our one tiny source of card advantage. Binder's Enclave might help. That is a way we can technically draw a card. Oh. We're back to the point that we always get to, which is if we just flip into an Ugin, we probably win. Alright, opponent has a Shield Breaker. Blows up Forsaken Monument. Goes to combat. Attacks. Let's block. And then stomp the Lovestruck Beast. Untap. Oh my goodness, it's Ugin. That's an Ugin. Do we have to do it now, though? I think we wait. I think we Emery for Forsaken Monument. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Forsaken Monument. Bone Crusher Giant. Bonder's Enclave. Hit ya. Down to 12. Pass the turn. Oh, there's hope. There's hope. Innkeeper draws a card. Shieldbreaker draws a card. Fable Passage cracks it. And gets in, hits snow blocks. Yup. Soul Sears the Emery. Well, go to combat. Attack ya. Wow, double blocks. I mean, we don't mind Bone Crusher dying, because we're going to take down this Ugin anyway. And then we'll see. Alright, opponent goes to 8. We play an Ugin. We -3.
It's fragile and fleeting.
Get rid of our opponent's stuff.
Little you find.
We play a Solemn. Up to 22. Get a land out of the deck. Alright, they still got a Great Henge. Is it a dream? Is it a dream? It might be a dream. The Ugin dream. Wow. Our Forsaken Monuments kind of keeping us up with this Great Henge, sort of. I mean, technically, our opponent has more cards left in their library than we do. Although we did mill 4 with Emery, so. But we're not that far behind in card advantage, which is insane. Solemn can also stop a Questing Beast. So that doesn't do it. Opponent's thinking. Looking at the Ugin. Count up the damage. No Vandal Blast. Mammoth draws a card. Land. I guess this does put our opponent up to 10. So they're not just dead. Kills one of our flyers. Ooh, Myriad Construct. Will. Go to combat. Attack you. Opponent has to block. Blocks. Goes to 7. We draw. Unknown Shores. Ugin your face to 4.
I will destroy if I must.
Kick a Myriad Construct. Draw a card. Play an Amulet. And pass the turn. Well, alright. Can our opponent keep dealing with our stuff? We're at 26, so we're not going to die. They're down to 3 cards in hand somehow. Ox of Agonis, okay. That lets our opponent refuel a bit. Discards some heightened reflexes. Draws a bunch of cards. But it's enough to save them. They can't target the construct or we get a million tokens and they lose. They gotta deal with the Sky Scanner and opponent scoops it up and it's a dream. It's officially a dream. Whew. Okay. Well, is this deck insane? I don't know, but if you wrap back around to our deck tech at the very beginning of this meme dream, what was the thing that we said? We said, we got Ugins. I think I can envision how this deck could win 6 times in a row, which is, I can envision that this deck kind of just does random, weird, clunky stuff, and then casts an Ugin, and Ugin wins the game. And that's kind of how most of our wins went. We finish 3-2 with the deck, which that's enough to be considered a dream. I mean, when we were playing really janky decks, that's enough to be considered a dream. We actually posted a winning record with no sideboard available to us. So the deck itself, what do we learn? And when you play weird, janky, probably suboptimal decks, one of the things I try to do is at least learn something from playing that deck. And we know Ugin's good. We know Forsaken Monument into Ugin's good. We know Forsaken Monument from Historic is very powerful. What do we learn, though, about the rest of the deck? And I think the biggest takeaway for me is that Myriad Construct's actually a pretty sweet creature. This might be a creature that deserves more consideration. It works really well with Forsaken Monument. We had, even though a lot of our wins came from Ugin, we had a lot of games where one of the most important things we did was play a Myriad Construct, sometimes kick a Myriad Construct, and then use our own Spikefield Hazard or Shred Sails or Bone Crusher or Soul Seer just to target our Myriad Construct and make a big board full of 3/3 tokens. That was actually really important to keeping us alive and dealing with our opponent's threats, stabilizing until we get to Ugin. On the other hand, I feel like this deck is extremely suboptimal in some ways. The numbers are just really strange to me. Some of these cards, like the negates, they're really hit or miss. Probably something would be better off in the sideboard. Same with like Cinderclasm, maybe the Shred Sails. These are cards that they're not bad, but they're pretty situational. If you run into a control deck, a Yorion deck, Cinderclasm is just a dead card, and we don't really have enough card advantage to afford dead cards. Same with Shred Sails. There's some matchups where it's great. There's other matchups where it's not really nearly as great. So that would be my biggest advice for this deck, would be number one, some of the sideboard-esque cards. Negates, Cinderclasms, Shred Sails. Might as well take advantage of the fact that playing best of 3, there actually is a sideboard. So that would be number one. We can move some situational stuff to the sideboard. Number 2 is we just have weird numbers of our good cards. Like, we have one Mazemind Tome, and I feel like Mazemind Tome is very strong. We have one Stonecoil Serpent, and Stonecoil Serpent is absolutely insane. There's very little world that I could conceive of, or scenarios that I can imagine where I would want Locthwain Gargoyle over Stonecoil. Like, sure, I guess on turn 1, it's a 1/1 versus a 3/3, but really, as the game goes along, as we get Forsaken Monument, Stonecoil is just really good. Same with Soul Guide Lantern. It's a good card, but I think it can be a card that starts in the sideboard. And then we can look at, like, Stonecoil Serpent. Let's add some more of those in the deck. Mazemind Tome. Add a couple more of those in the deck, and we're already starting to see this develop into a more, I don't know, competitive looking deck. So I think that that's kind of the direction I would go with this, is to try to like smooth out the deck a little bit, get rid of some of the weird numbers, the cards that are arguably not all that powerful. I'm not sure if there's any like really good colorless cards that we're missing altogether. There's nothing that jumps immediately to mind, like, oh my goodness, why doesn't this card exist in our deck? There's a few things where it's like, oh, we could obviously have more of them. There's still a question as to, like, Solemns, Myriad Construct, what's the right number? How do we fill out this 2-drop slot more? Is it more removal spells? Is it just more Mazemind Tomes? What is the right way there? There's not a lot of good colorless 2-drops. You're going to be playing, like, Stonework Pack Beasts or something, which is just not super exciting. But all around, I feel like the deck exceeded my expectations, although somewhat disappointingly. The reason I feel like it exceeded our expectations was mostly due to the power of Ugin. And if there's one big takeaway from this deck, it's that your deck can be pretty janky, And if you're playing Ugins and ways to ramp into Ugins, you're going to win a reasonable number of games, just because Ugin can kind of do it all by itself if you get it down quickly enough. So I don't know, maybe based on this Meme or Dream experience, maybe we actually got to try something. I don't know if it would literally be 56 lands in Ugin, but something close to that. Like, how extreme can you go with Ugin being really your only way to do anything? Can you actually win games like that? And I think you might win at least sub. So that is Colorless, Izzet, Artifact, Pile of Magic cards. That is our Meme or Dream for this week. And we finished 3 and 2. It's officially a dream, even though if you decide to play the deck, please, 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 and we have said this many times on Meme or Dream, build a sideboard, smooth out some of the numbers, but the archetype itself was sweet, Myriad Construct was sweet, and Ugin, obviously pretty insane. So anyway, that's been our episode for this week, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of spoiler season, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.